Welcome to Don't You Know I'm Local podcast, where we're breaking generational curses and normalizing mental health. We're four cousins who span two generations, and we're here to share our own experiences on our mental health and healing journey. Join us as we talk about
the things we're not supposed to talk about. All right, well, welcome to our first episode of Don't You Know I'm Local podcast. And how's everyone's week going this week?
Good. Just
Who would like to share and talk about?
trying to debrief from the eclipse. Did you guys watch the eclipse?
I looked at it with the glasses. I'm a little blind right now.
Do you have a headache?
No.
No? I saw something this morning that I don't know if it was just because I read it, but there was something that said, "Did you look at the sun and you have a headache?" It was like a BuzzFeed or whatever. And then I was like, absolutely I did.
I looked at my sunroof. I'm like,
Oh no!
Oh my goodness.
What about you? What was your week?
My week so far has been good. It's a busy work week. I started to walk my dogs. I know that sounds awful, but but Kiki was a senior. She didn't like to walk.
Yeah.
And then Darla's just Darla. But Chula has so much energy that I gotta get it out of her. So we started walking and it felt great afterwards. I even put on some banda recodo after. It was just jamming. Like,
they're gonna heck yeah, we're going for a walk.
It was good. So that's been good. I'm hoping that's a new routine.
You've only done it a few times already?
Yeah.
Don't you love being outside with them and walking them? It takes you somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like an adventure almost.
Yes.
You know, I have the 4 dogs that I walk and it's so, because I get to hear my podcast and my music and stuff, so I love it.
That's nice.
But
yeah. I like walking. No offense to my husband, but I like walking them by myself.
Yeah.
Just
your therapy.
chill with them. Yeah. And they've been telling me, him and my best friend have been telling me, take the dogs for a walk. It's gonna help you. And I'm like, no, I'm just lazy. But no, it really does feel nice. So I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah.
How fun.
Yep. How about you? How's your week?
I'm getting used to this little app thing here with the sound effects. Anyways, dude, I had some ups and downs, and you know what? I'm not gonna hold back, and because that's what did you say? Secrets kill you.
That's what we're here for.
So I'm just gonna make my life public. I know people say just keep certain things to yourself, but just like that, keeping those things to myself is only gonna make things worse. Yeah, so my week, it was like a roller coaster this week. Had some goods, had some bads, had some a couple of what do you call those, loops? Upside down a couple times, and I got a job. I started my new job as a store manager. Pretty excited about that. Thank you. Well, amazing job. It's exactly what I wanted. I mean, it's just at first I avoided any kind of management positions, and y'all learn why I avoided it later on. But I didn't want the responsibility. I don't think I could handle that that type of work after everything, and so I was really scared going into it. But I'm loving it, dude. Sometimes I come home and I'm just like. Now I know why people take showers after work, because I never did that. I never used to take a shower. Now when I get off work, I want to take a shower, just because it's just too many hours already. So, but anyways, really excited, really proud of myself. Really, I've came a long way. A year ago, I didn't even want to live. My life was not worth anything to me. Everybody else thought differently, but to me, life wasn't. It was shit. Now I want to live. Now I want to go travel, dude. I want to go everywhere. Because he's in my heart now. He's truly in my heart. So I had my first Friday, and so my recreational usage I used. Okay. I went to somebody and asked, hey, we should do it. They declined. First they said yes, and they declined. Then I went to somebody else, and first they said yes. No, they didn't say yes, but they got all excited, so they declined. Then I was like, let me go to my room. And I sat in my room, and I'm like, I'm gonna get laid. I don't know. I was in desperation because it was my Friday. I really wanted to celebrate my Friday, you know.
It sounded like maybe you needed some dopamine release or something.
Yes.
Vete a correr.
Yeah. So
You're going
Unfortunate-
with your old ways,
Uh-huh.
trying to, but it's
Well-
not.
well, the thing is, okay. See, I could justify it a million times, and I could actually convince myself into thinking, you know, whatever I want to, you know. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's a choice that I made, and I made it clear consciously. It wasn't something that was brought to my attention. I went and I looked for it, and again, it's just a justification. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna come across this sooner or later. I'm just gonna take care of this now. Am I able to do it when I'm working? No. So I came to the conclusion, no, I'm not. I did it that one night, and that's it. Like, I mean, am I gonna do it again? Probably.
They're called lapses.
Yeah, probably. And that's probably because I need help. And that's probably because I need to look for help, you know, in other ways. But I'm being honest and I'm being out about it that, yeah, I probably do need help, you know?
We all do.
But
But you have to want it.
Yeah.
Because I think we as your family know, but it's like with therapy, you have to want the help. You can tell
Yeah.
people to go to therapy and tell them they need this, but it's until you choose that for yourself and when you're ready is when you need to go. And if you're making that realization, you have to make that choice on your own time when you're really ready. And like Renee said, it's a lapse.
Not a relapse. A relapse is when you
A
go
lapse.
fully into it.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
I know along the way I hurt, you know, other people while, you know, doing it. I know I do, you know, but I'm human, dude. I know I made a conscious decision to do it, but I don't know.
But you realize that it didn't serve you.
I know for a fact that I can't do it.
Yeah.
At the moment I felt that, like I stopped. I mean, I didn't use today. You know, I used yesterday. But the moment I felt that, I can't do this. Like, I don't work night. You know? No. So my addiction is just like alcoholism, right?
Yeah.
It's just like any other addiction, weed addiction. You know, just because my addiction is not legal, then, or is that me justifying it? What do you guys think?
Could be justifying a little bit of both.
Definitely justifying,
Yeah.
because God gave you 2 chances, because two people said yeah and then they said no, and then the fact that you still did it, and you knowing how God has blessed you in the last couple months, and He has put us in positions where we accept it, and I know you're human, but that's fucked up. Like, you've done it a few times, and it's like we don't know if you're gonna go back to doing how you were, you know,
What
like
do you mean?
like how you were in that depression, you were in that, you know, you were using, and you were, you know, like we would see you and it's like we would pray, but it's like I can't say anything to you because God's not giving me the words to tell you anything. And that's why a lot of times I didn't say anything. My mouth was shut, and you know, like you thought I was mad, and I was just hurt. I was so hurt because I'm like, I hope this is for real.
Okay, wait. So are you speaking in terms of, because I haven't used since January. I have never once picked up.
And no. I'm saying this time where,
Yesterday.
yeah,
Yesterday was the only day that I've ever used.
right. But I'm saying, like, God gave you a couple opportunities,
Yeah.
and you still fell.
So
And it's like, And I'm saying because we've had these conversations where we both feel it, and
Yeah,
then
no.
and then the fact that like you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use again, like, and it's like, well, I understand,
Like, why
but
am I
the fact
gonna
that you're
lie?
saying it is like you don't care, like it's something that you're like, yeah,
Well,
I'm
why am
gonna
I
use
gonna
again,
lie to myself?
but like
That's like me saying
because
that.
you're
that's like
trying
me
to
saying
better
that
yourself,
I'm not
right?
gonna-
Like you're trying to do good, and you know that stuff is not good for you. You
Okay.
know how the life that you were living when you were on it, right? And the fact that like I don't know.
No, keep
That-
talking. No, because I need to hear that.
no,
I need to hear it. I need
yeah.
to hear it. I need to hear it. I'm not taking it personal either.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know, in a bad way.
And I
mean,
promise you, God is using, like, He's going through me right now because I'm like, I don't know what to say because I'm not confrontational when it comes to you, because you and Daisy for some reason, because, and this is childhood stuff coming out because you guys, I felt like you and Daisy have always controlled me in some kind of way and manipulated things for me to, because I love you guys so much that I'm like, okay, you know, and there's things that you used to do that you don't remember.
I do remember.
You
Actually,
remember
I just
yelling
talked
at
to him
us
about
like
it.
when we were in the bathroom, me
To where you would get
me and
spots on your
Daisy?
skin? To where you would get spots on your skin? I
Yeah.
remember that, and I apologize to you. You don't remember.
Right?
I apologize to you.
And
And if you don't think, and if you don't remember, then I'll apologize to you again.
yeah, okay.
That was a big,
Uh-huh.
that was a big step for me, because I hurt you.
Uh-huh.
When I found out the spots were because of me, I was like,
Yeah.
that was bad, and I'm sorry. If you don't remember me apologizing to you, then you
I don't remember that. And the
Dude.
fact that you're apologizing, thank you. Like I forgive you. I 1,000,000% forgive you,
I
but I'm
know.
scared, Emmanuel.
I know what I did.
So that's what when you talk about like that drug and how like it's like nothing to you, it's like huge for me. For me, it hurts me because I know the kind of person. I know that you're not that kind of person, but sometimes like I see the way you talk to Cam sometimes, and it like flashbacks to the stuff that you used to tell
Like what
me.
happened with the other day.
Yeah, or like when you storm out, and then she's like, "What happened?" You know, and she doesn't know because she wasn't raised like we were. She doesn't have brothers and sisters, so she's like, "What did I do, Mom? Like I don't know what I did." And I was like, "It's your attitude." She's like, "But I don't know that I'm having an attitude, but it just happened so fast, and he just like stormed out." And she's like, and me and Grandma were like, "Oh my gosh!" We started praying because we didn't know what he was gonna do in the car because you drove away so fast, like things like that. Like I can't let her experience those things.
Anyway, not
Oh,
anyway.
Not anyway.
How do you guys like that
Oh my god!
Whoa!
I
I did not see that coming.
As an outsider, I feel like you were so nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
And for her, it's been a struggle.
Yeah.
And like, and because you guys live together, she probably experienced it at a higher volume than before. Because for the last 10 years, you've been on your own, right? You get to do your own, you had your own life, and here, your life is magnified here. Not in a bad way, but like they're exposed to it a lot more, and it this time around affected them. So to me, it felt like you were like, oh, you know, like, which
I
you
can
will
see
have
that.
slip ups, but to her, it's like, oh, we're finally, finally starting this battle, and then you were just so nonchalant about it. That's just my
I think it's because I
Observation.
have to be. And I
sounds
know
like
you
you're-
says it sounds fucked up, but I just feel like it. Because if I don't tear my shit up, I would. If I don't go one way, I'll go the other way. If I say, yeah, that's fucked up, then I go backwards. I'm a fucking loser. I'm a fucking thief. That's what happens. So I have to brush it off like, I can get through this. Am I gonna use again? Let's fucking face reality. Yeah, fucking probably I will. It has nothing to do with my faith. It has nothing to do how much I love and not love God.
Like it just feels like a part of you is going away when you stop using? Do you know who you really are without using?
Yeah, I'm a hard worker.
There you go.
I'm responsible. People look up to
You know how to make money.
Yeah.
You know how to hustle.
And the usage, again, I'm not justifying it.
No. You know how to slip up.
The usage is, it was experimental, I guess I should say. I'm taking my meds. I wanted to know how it felt. Like, because it's dopamine, right?
Yeah.
And then that, I could have had a heart attack.
Yeah.
I could have died. And that's what I meant by, I'd rather just go through it now than go through it later. Than go through it when somebody else passes away. And I really go hard on it.
But is
So
that
what's
what's
to
gonna
say
happen
that's-
with
yeah.
somebody?
Huh?
So when someone dies, you're not gonna do it, or you're gonna do it.
No, that's
You're
what,
just
that's what, that's what, okay, see, I see this, and this is, again, this is something that I have to do to myself, because if not, I see myself put a night suit on. I'm like, all right, let's go. We're gonna fight. We're gonna get through this. Like me, as in like with all my demons and stuff. Like I'm gonna fight against them. When somebody dies, like I have to prepare myself for that.
I think you'll have to learn how to cope and how to, say for instance, Renee has his routine of he goes and walks the dog, he works out, and this and that. You have to get that rush of dopamine from something else. And it has to be something you do for yourself, whether it be go for a walk or whether it be join a boxing club or do something. Because you need
out.
something to
You need your
replace
out.
it. Yeah, you need to replace that high, that adrenaline that you get when you use. You need to find a replacement for it, and then you use that replacement as a crutch until you don't. You know what I mean? You don't need an adrenaline boost every now and then.
I'm telling you guys, this time around I did. Because I still took my meds. I wanted to see, prior to me, I stopped because it wasn't working anymore. I would go to sleep on it.
So what happened this time?
I'm not gonna glorify it, but it was like, it was bad. I enjoyed it. But I knew to say, okay, that's it. It was around me all day yesterday. And today, this morning.
Is it Walter or?
No, it's the other stuff. And I knew, I was like, okay, I can't. I was like, I gotta go to sleep. I was like, I can't, I have to go to work. And I stopped. The last time I used, last night, last night, like around 11 o'clock. Last time I used. So many opportunities throughout the whole night. Passed it up.
I don't think you need to explain it to us. I think you need to explain that to yourself.
It's just, I feel like I have to explain it for me to hear it.
Do you feel like you're justifying
I could keep it to myself. Again, I could keep it to myself. I didn't have to tell. I could have said, "You guys, I don't feel good," and stayed at my friend's hotel. He wasn't giving me any more because I told him to cut me off. I was just cut me off, dude. I was like, I can't. I gotta go to work on Thursday. I can't. He cut me off. I'm like, all right, cool. I didn't buy it. It's nowhere near the house. I don't have any paraphernalia. I don't have nothing at all. My card, nothing. I didn't buy anything. No money went to it. But I don't know, like.
Now it sounds like you're justifying it.
Because I didn't buy it?
Yeah.
No, because you're
And
you're saying all these
things.
But also, if you're so the friend.
But I could have hit it. Like I said, I could have hit it. I didn't even have to come home. I would have been like, Lisa. I mean, I'm pretty sure she would have. Like,
Okay,
she knows me.
But
like,
I feel like you're deflecting from it. You're deflecting from the fact that yes, you could have done these things, but you're also not taking accountability for the fact that you did do it, regardless of if you bought it, if you brought it home, if you did this, if you didn't do that. You did it. Yeah. You did it. Yeah. You
I
know,
don't have to
you don't have
come
to.
up with all that.
You don't need to say all the other stuff. And I tell you this because I do the same thing if I do something and I'm like, but I didn't do this.
Yeah.
But I didn't do this. You know? It's like if you cheat on your husband and you're like, but we didn't do this, or you cheat on your wife.
You had a bug on you?
You're like, well, I didn't, you know, we didn't do this and we didn't do that, but you know, no se vale because we didn't do this. I think you just need to, no, you're fine. To say, you know, I did it, I fucked up. And
I need maybe get help. Like you
Yeah,
said,
you said-
earlier.
you said
You
you
said
need
the
help.
magic words. You said
It's a
you need
maybe.
help.
No, I you know what I probably do, you know, and I
Yes.
have to
We all
look for
do.
it in therapy, I guess I could ask.
yeah.
That's what
I
it's
just
for.
dread. I
Yeah.
just honestly, I just dread.
It's gonna be
Exactly
hard.
what you just said. Like we could even cut this and you can like play it for them and show them like everything that you just said right now. Like I forgive you. I forgive you 100, 1,000,000%. We all fail. We all like. I would never. I'm not judging. I'm not
Absolutely.
judging. That's it. Okay. We don't ever like. Let's not bring it up.
messed
Let's
up,
not like.
and that's
Just
it.
let it go. Just let it go because you're not that person anymore.
But if I have to talk about it
Then talk about it.
to a therapist,
They'll give you tools to say, okay, when I recognize this, I have to do this. So that's why you have to get hobbies. You have to like find things you like. How you used to bake, how you used to like, you know, things that you want to do for yourself. Like you have to know yourself and know what you like and what you don't like. And, you know, so when you go into a relationship, you can be like, oh, I don't like that. I got to cut it because I don't see a future or whatever, you know? And that was not personal. Yeah, yes, it
Yeah,
was.
yes,
Yes, it was.
yes.
Woo!
You'll learn more about that here too.
Renee, how was your week?
So Renee,
So
how about them Dodgers?
Well, my week. It's been a tough couple of weeks. Like you guys know that personally. My ex fiance, who I consider a friend, she's in a coma. Still in one. She's been in for about 2 weeks, and my dad, he might have cancer, but I don't know if I told you guys, he doesn't have cancer again.
He doesn't?
No.
Oh, good.
Well, that's the great news.
Applause.
So, just been dealing with like, I guess, relationship. I'm not in a relationship, but just
You're a situation.
situationships. Like, what am I doing? Just a lot of things I dealt with this last week. Honestly, if I wasn't going to therapy or like this counseling that I'm doing, and just working on myself, like Candy said, I have a routine. If it wasn't for any of this, I think I'd be in a really big hole right now and I'd be back to where digging myself like in Dumb and Dumber, digging a hole. Gotta dig ourselves out. That's what I would have been doing again. And it's not that, like how Manny's saying he you know, he went back to he lapsed. It's not that I'm better than Manny. It's that I have skills that I've learned,
Yeah, it's tools that you
tools
use.
that I've learned that I have in my toolbox.
In therapy.
In therapy, and just doing my routine. Like that's one thing I learned is you have to have a routine, some kind of routine. You have to work on it. You have to want to work on yourself. You just can't go to the class and listen to what they're saying. You have to actually put it to use. And that's what I did when I found out. Like Manny saw me when he got here. He saw I was a mess. Like I was just like, what the fuck? Like what's going on? And I could have easily just lost my shit and have an excuse about it. Like, oh, this is happening. Then I can do this or do that. Right. And I have the skills because I learned from the counseling that I don't have to do that. I don't have to get drunk or do whatever to get that dopamine hit back to level me out that I'm doing good now. And to me, it honestly saved my life, like going to counseling and seeking help. Even talking to you guys when we do a podcast when we're practicing, it helps a lot. Like just
Yeah.
talking about
talking,
it. Just
huh?
talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we started this, right? Like
Why did we start this?
What a good segue.
What a good
What a good segue into that.
That's how we started this. Like,
Wow.
we wanted to show people, hey, like,
You can talk it out.
you can talk about this stuff. What happened when you were a child, your childhood trauma, what you're going through now. Shit, it's not just childhood trauma, but you know, that there's help out there. There's resources out there. We're examples of using it and not using it, right? It's there. Like, we got to take advantage of all the resources that we have. Like, for us, for Lisa and I, we're veterans. We both deployed to Iraq and Kuwait, Afghanistan, Iraq, and when we got back, I didn't want anything to do with counseling or anything like that. I was a man, and my way of dealing with it was drinking to black out, and I think that's a man culture and a Latino culture. That's what we're going to talk about, right?
It's
Some machismo things. What's your medicine? Tequila shot is your medicine. More tequila shots.
Yeah.
Just forget about
Just
it.
to numb it out.
Pride.
And it lasts for that 3-4 hours, but the next day you're feeling like shit. And
There's no vulnerability and masculinity in our culture.
none at all. None at all.
And
That's what tears us down.
yes,
Yes.
because it tears not only the men, it tears the women apart.
Yeah.
It
The
tears
children.
the children apart.
Everybody.
Nobody benefits from not being vulnerable and not opening yourself to, feel your feelings.
Yes.
It's okay to not be okay,
Absolutely.
And I think we're working on ourselves, all of us. We, go to therapy. We're working on our mental health,
Mhm.
and we're all on different journeys. And that's the main reason why we started this podcast, is because we all have something different to offer.
Is that motorcycle?
Huh? Yeah, that was me taking off.
Okay. Sorry to bore you.
No, that was Rudy picking me up.
But yeah, I think we started this so it could be a safe space and other people can know they're not alone in the things that they've gone through. And it's like how they deal with it is different. We've all dealt with our issues differently and we're all in different stages, but we're all in the same path of our mental health is as important as our physical health.
Without your mental health, you honestly don't have anything.
Yeah,
Honestly.
exactly.
Can I just say something?
Of course.
Can you imagine our dad that would drink until he passed out because he wanted to numb all his trauma and everything that he was going through? Imagine if he went through therapy and he got
And took
all that.
meds.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
My dad was the shit. So I mean, if you guys can reach out to your parents and get them through therapy, I mean, it's not too
Dude,
late.
that would be the most
It is
amazing thing
not
if we
too
can
late.
get.
Sometimes, we've gotten our mom to open up, and sometimes she's just like, she discovers something on her own because she remembers what we talked about or whatever. She'll have a aha moment, and it's cool to see that. But if you could get your parents in, however, and yourself, and just, but I think the whole reason why we're doing this is because we hide a lot of our feelings and emotions and stuff with laughter, right? I mean, that's what we do. And I mean, I'm not saying nothing, but I know us, four, have this energy, this we all have experienced different things, and it's so relatable to you. We'll have resources for you guys to check out. We'll have websites, information. If we can help you in any way, we're going to help you in any way. And if that's us opening up and talking, we'll do it.
We're not doctors, though.
We're
Not doctor.
We're going to try to lead you in the right path, but it's up to you, honestly, to want to.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to, then no one's going to force you. I think that's important, is just wanting to change.
You have to want the help.
Want the help.
And know that where you're at right now is not the end. You don't have to, where you don't have to live the same life that you're living. You can better yourself, or you can do the therapy, do all the mental health and stuff, and live a totally different life. For your family, for yourself. It's incredible.
And
it's incredible.
It's a journey. It's never.
It is.
There's no end
There's
to
no
this.
end to it. What you were saying kind of reminded me of this meme that I had seen, and it said like it ran in my family until it ran into me.
Oh.
And
I like that.
I
Hit
like that.
something right there. Hit something right
It's
there.
like, yeah, like we think about the shit that our parents had to, you know, deal with and just stuff down. I used to use alcohol and sex as my mechanism.
Yeah.
Like I would stuff, you know,
You have
drown
sex?
everything.
Ew.
Yeah.
She's married.
Yes. I always think it's funny when people are like, "Oh, we're trying to have a baby." I'm like, "So you're just openly telling people you're having sex?" What was it? They were like, "So you're just telling everybody your husband is raw dogging you?" I thought that was
That's
funny.
true, huh?
It is.
How dare you, sir?
Oh.
That's my cousin.
like when people are like, "So are you guys trying?" I'm like, "So you're asking me?" Like, okay. Even families are like, "Oh, are you guys trying for me?" I'm like,
She's
Like,
married.
I hope you're not picturing it.
"What the heck?" Okay.
Wait, let's talk about how we got the name of the show.
Yes, of the
Right.
podcast.
Yeah.
How did we get the name, Renee?
I think Renee's the one that.
We went through a couple of them.
Yeah, it was Primo's Loft first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Primo's Loft.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what it was
That-
first.
yeah. we went
We
through
are
a
in the
couple.
Primo's Loft. I think Manny came up with it, or you did.
I don't remember.
And we're still trying to get that group to okay us for the song. They haven't emailed me back.
We'll hum it in the meantime.
We love that so much.
Well, we could just say, "What you looking at?" I say.
What you looking at? That's the song we're trying to get approved. We can
And
use
then-
it.
That's where it came from.
That's
Then
where it came from.
Taking it back. Taking back the
Don't you know,
meaning.
loco? And what's the meaning of it? What is the meaning of it to you guys?
To me, because therapy has had such a bad,
stigma.
yeah,
Mm.
like it gets such a bad rap in our community, and it's like therapy is for locals, eso es para locos, eso es para locas, and it's like no, like
And you don't have to go around in a straitjacket. You could be normal.
yes,
You could be
like,
looking like us.
my
like we're normal
therapist is
people.
my homegirl. I talk to
But we're still
her.
crazy.
Yes. But it's like, to me, it's taking it back. We're locals because we go to therapy, but guess what? We're so much better because of it.
We're happy local.
Yes, we're happy. Exactly. What does the name mean to you guys?
To me, this world is local.
Yeah.
So we're just fitting in with everybody else, and we're owning it. We're actually owning it. We have some issues, but we're not denying it. We're working on it, and I think that's one of the big things is when you're going through shit. It's the awareness that you're going through shit.
Awareness.
Uh-huh.
'Cause a lot of people are not aware of it.
Self-awareness,
Self-awareness.
is so important.
Yeah.
And
That's what
so
this is. We're self-aware.
Yeah. And accountability, too.
Yeah.
That's something that I struggle with, is accountability. Like, I'm always like, no. But then I'm like, shit. Later, I'm like thinking, this is what I do. I'm always like defensive. And I'm like, no. And then later, I'm like, why did you do that? Why did you say that? Yes, you did do that. So walk it back and apologize, or walk it back, say you fucked up, and just be better. And I think that's something that I need to work on, is just my own accountability
Yeah.
for myself.
To me, don't you know I'm local? It's me telling everybody that I am crazy, because I never thought I was crazy. I wore this shirt out today, from the house, and I was at CVS and I went to Chevron.
Yeah.
People read it.
Yeah?
People read what you're wearing.
Yeah.
People, and especially when they see something it's not okay. Like if you were wearing this, like, oh yeah, that's cute. Yeah. Okay, no. When they want to make sure that they read the whole sentence. It's like if people were looking at it and they were looking at me like, this motherfucker crazy.
Yes, I am.
They're like
Yes,
holding
I
their
know.
purse a little tighter.
I'm known like me. I'm this happy-go-lucky guy that's gone through a lot of shit. Yeah. I really think I walked through the valley of the shadow of death.
Many times.
Okay.
Okay. Mic off.
But I'm still crazy.
There's nothing wrong with
But
that.
I still smile and I still laugh and I carry myself in a way that you would never think I went through everything I went through, or what I'm going through, or what I'm about to go through. Because at the end of the day, I still have a laugh. I still have a smile. I still have you. And
That's so cool. Not a lot of people have that.
and
That is so cool.
and I want to wear this shirt every day.
They have to wash it.
You know, because
Summertime's coming. Make sure you wash it.
crazy has so many faces.
Yes,
You know,
it really
It
does.
does.
and our community is so
Unaware of their craziness.
yeah. They're either unaware or they're scared of it that they push it away
Yeah.
and they don't want to hear about it. They don't want to talk about it.
No.
They don't want to be held accountable.
That's
Yeah, look
what's
to
up.
the alcohol and the drugs too.
You guys have no idea all the stuff we're going to talk about. Yes.
Things off limits here.
Nothing's off limits at all. As you can see, as we started with Manny over there.
Right? Cracked it wide open. Come on.
If that wasn't a pilot.
Okay.
I did not see that one coming. It wasn't in the script.
It wasn't on the
We don't
outline.
have a script.
Wasn't on the outline.
I'm gonna have to make some notes. So go back to it.
All right, guys. So unless we have any kind of burning desires.
He said that
They say
he didn't
that
say
out
anything
loud.
about the shirt or
Oh,
about the original logo.
I like the song.
Huh?
It's a really good song. Do you guys remember that other one? I wanna get high, so high.
That's enough.
By that
We have to
band?
pay for it.
Yeah.
Te van a cobrar.
We're going to pay a royalty.
Oh.
We'll bill you for it.
It's a good song. No, just really quick. Yes, it's a good song, and yeah, I think we all have a little bit of craziness in us, and that's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. That's what it makes. That's what makes us, right? We want to share our experiences with you guys. There's a lot of stuff we're going to talk about: ADHD, self-awareness, all the good stuff.
PTSD.
Yeah. So, grab your
Other stuff.
cafecito and your panecito and
Childhood trauma.
Mhm.
All kinds of things.
All right. Lisa, anything else? Nope. All right, guys, that was our first pilot episode. What do you guys think?
Let us know in the
Yes.
comments.
So, thank you for joining us here at the Don't You Know I'm Local podcast. If you're in need of medical care, please contact your local provider. If you are having thoughts of suicide, please call the National Suicide Hotline at 899. In case of emergency, call 911. Don't forget to join us next week to talk about
The things we're not supposed to talk about.
We're gonna really have